Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So, guess what time it is? Oh, I don't know, maybe time to do another rank 4. Right, that's it. And we're getting on there with the amount of rank 4s that we are having. And I have run out of excuses not to focus on my defenders, because that is one area I think where in Battlegrounds my deck definitely could be doing better. I have several key defenders that I routinely use that are still at rank 3, and I'm running out of excuses again, as I said, not to rank them. There are a handful of attackers that I definitely want to rank up extremely quickly, ideally before the next season starts or at the beginning of the next season, which both are, well, Tiger and Ghost probably. But before I get there, I do finally need to work a teeny tiny bit on the class that I think kind of needs most help, because at the moment, if I filter out my 6-star rank 4s, we're going to see that I have 30 champions. And, you know, they're more or less, they're quite balanced. I have 6 science champions I'm all very happy with. Obviously, there are more that I want to rank up. I have only 4 mutants at the moment, but those are the more important mutants for Battlegrounds, in my opinion. There isn't anything else in mutant class that I kind of like desperately want to rank up extremely quickly. I have 7 cosmic champions. So cosmic champions, well, cosmic class is definitely the most stacked. Only have 4 tech champions, but again, as far as tech champions are concerned, with the only champion here missing, Ghost, as I said, I do want to rank up Ghost in a very, very near future, and I'm very happy with all of my tech champions, and I do have 5 mystics, so mystic class is doing fine as well. The class that technically is doing worst of all of them at the moment now is skill, because yes, there are 4 skill champions, but one of them is Thor Ragnarok. So Thor Ragnarok barely counts. Let's face it, he's never going to see a rank 5, and if I could get my catalyst back, I would do so in a heartbeat, because he's not even contributing to my prestige anymore. So, we are looking at a skill class to decide who is going up to rank 4. And there are definitely quite a few viable candidates, but as I said, I also need to keep defense in mind. So, with that kind of like precondition here, unfortunately, this is not going to be Massacre, because I would say that overall Massacre is probably the skill attacker that I want ranked up the most at the moment. I want to rank up Massacre before I rank up Shang-Chi or virtually anything else that you see here, Hitmonkey even. But we could go with Mole-Man, which I think is still a very, very, very solid rank up. We could go with Killmonger, who is also a very potent defender, or with the champion that I placed, I believe, in the 2nd best defender spot, and that is going to be Korg, because Korg has been pivotal defender in virtually every meta thus far, and he's always one of those champions that you definitely do need to take in consideration. That definitely does require, you know, either a very, very, very skilled play or a very good counter, but in most cases, even with the best counters, people do, you know, take decent amount of time, and there is a potential risk involved in fighting Korg. So, it is time. It is time. We will rank up Korg, and funnily enough, obviously, I have hated Korg, and I still do. I think champion designs like Korg have no place in this game in general, because he has close to 0 offensive utility, especially by himself now. But Kabam has kind of mitigated that to a point where he actually kind of hits like a truck now offensively when you synergize him up. I typically don't put too much value on synergies, and let's face it, offensively, he's a dud. He serves one purpose and one purpose only, and has always served one purpose only in this game, and that is to make you suffer. That is to KO you, that is to make you spend units, that is to make you lose health, that is to make you be frustrated, and all of that stuff. And Battlegrounds kind of turned that concept on its head, because that is what I want to do to whoever I'm playing against in the Battlegrounds. That is directly my decision, what I want to do my opponents. I want them to feel the pain. And in this case, the pain of Korg is one of the best options available. for polygons. So we do have a rank 4 Korg now. And Korg is my 5th skill, rank 4, and it's in total my 31st rank 4. There are a couple more defenders that I definitely do think I should be ranking up, but as far as it goes for now, Korg is what we are going with. And I'm sure he will serve me well in the upcoming metas, without a doubt. And let's finish leveling him up. And this time around, I'm actually going to bring him in Realm of Legends for a couple of fights, because I do want to show how hard the rank 4 Korg can hit when synergized up properly. Because there are a couple of synergies and a couple of things that, you know, do make him quite interesting offensive battering ramp, I would say. But here we are. So we do have a rank 4 Korg. So I'm going to go in Realm of Legends. And in the first fight, I will utilize the level 3 to get potentially to the biggest amount of damage that this Korg is capable of putting out. And the most important synergies here are Valkyries and Mojos. Valkyrie increases the amount of crowd excitement Korg can earn up to 12 routinely, and Mojo improves the potency and duration of his armor break. So what we're going to do now, we do need to parry a lot, and we want to get to 12 crowd excitement. And then we can drop a heavy attack, and he's immediately going to start doing significantly more damage. Especially if that Winter Soldier would be so kind as to drop some hits. And we can see that those are already 16k mediums. Now, the coolest thing about Korg, though, okay, so the coolest thing about Korg, here we're going to go for it, is when you drop level 3, you get your crowd excitement increased by further 9. So you can get up to 21 now. And you get it increased by 9 seconds. So I do need to get in another parry. And we're going to go with 20. So I'm missing 1, but that's going to be good enough for the showcase. And when you do that, if you have synergy with Hulk Ragnarok, then your armor break lasts significantly longer now, as we can see. And that level 2 packed a punch, and that is like a 27k medium crit from Korg there. And basically immediately after that level 3, he went down. That was 58 hits, 1 minute and 19 seconds. So that's not too bad for, you know, a defensive champion per se. And obviously, you can bypass that level 3. Even with 12 crowd excitement... Oh, whoops, wrong champion, my bad. Even with 12 crowd excitements, you can bring in a Korg. And he's going to be hitting hard, as we saw at the beginning of that clip. So here we're going to see that I'm just going to get to 12, which means I need to parry 4 times, ideally. Drop your heavy attack and place an armor break. And with that, we're already, you can see, getting 8k medium non-crits. And now what I want to do is, again, make sure I am at 12. Drop a heavy attack. That hits for 27k. And go for level 2. That level 2 immediately delivers quite solid damage, even though nothing crits, basically. But as long as that armor break is up, Korg can deliver quite decent numbers. So again, I'm at 12 charges here. So I'm going to drop a heavy attack in order to get that armor break. And whilst that armor break is active, we can go for a nice level 2. There's a couple of crits, 29k, not too bad. And again, we're going to just drop it with 10 here just to finish it off. It's fine. Still going to be hitting plenty hard, especially with that Fury. And that is going to be Captain Marvel movie dead. So when you do synergize him up, obviously he can deliver some damage. Do I realistically think there is much, if any, offensive potential in Korg? No, I don't. This was actually even faster, 55 hits and 1 minute and 6 seconds. There is, however, one interesting thing that I have heard, but I have never really tried. And for that, we're going to have to use a bit lower ranked champion. And I have heard that Korg is quite a good Quicksilver killer. And the cool thing about Quicksilver is that he, in reality, is quite squishy. But we can test that theory with like a 4-star Korg. I have never done this fight. I have never practiced. It can be going either very well or very poorly. But as far as Battlegrounds matchups are concerned, I do think this is quite interesting option. Because in theory, Korg should be very good counter to Quicksilver because of all of those multi-hit combos, and whenever Quicksilver would try to evade, you will be going unblockable and unstoppable, and also all of the wither debuffs that you would be getting placed on you will just improve your rock stack charges. And now at this point, whoopsie, we do make a mistake there, but that's fine. We got in some rock field charges, and then we're gonna I mean, it's working fine until we, you know, mess up again. But yeah, I have heard we're gonna try this fight again and try and do it cleaner, because I didn't utilize the armor breaks well enough. So we're gonna try this fight again as if like now I know something a bit more what I'm doing. But apparently even for Battleground standards, he is quite a good counter to Quicksilver. So we're getting 9 of these, sweet. We do get an armor break on, and let's see how the clapping process goes here. And I would say that it's quite decent. He can evade if he wants, don't care about it, and armor break still active. I think that's quite solid. I think that is something that I will definitely try out in Battlegrounds now, especially that I do have rank 4 Korg. Because one of the cooler things about Battlegrounds is that if you can use a champion in an unexpected way successfully, it can give you a huge advantage. Like, if opponent has drafted Quicksilver, you draft a Korg, they will 100% seek for a counter for that Korg. But then you can, for instance, just use it against Quicksilver. Which, again, I do not know how quick that fight would be in Battlegrounds, but I definitely do want to try it out and see if there's a viable strategy for winning. But yes, now I do have a brand new rank 4 Corgi boy. He's not Sig 200 at the moment. I don't know actually, he's Sig 140, which I think I'll keep him at for now. Most likely, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be focusing on giving him remaining of the Sig stones. We'll see. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the rank up. I know it's slightly evil, I know it's slightly mean, but remember, that's the point of Battlegrounds. I'm gonna catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the